Alright, this is mainly a test. I have no idea what I'm doing. The restream is something new to me. And I've been fooling around with it, and I know it's past the time I said I was going to go live, but I didn't figure out what I'm doing. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing. I mean, hopefully I can be heard. Ah, well, somebody's here. Hi, Heather. I'm trying something new, and I really don't know what I'm doing. This is that restream. I saw Funky's attempt at it. I wasn't too satisfied with it, but he said he thinks it was his machine that was doing it. At least you can hear me. That's a step in the right direction, and hopefully you can see me. I was trying to figure out the placement and how it works. It's so different. Supposedly, though, that you can do more than just one. So I should be able to do both YouTube and Twitch through here. So they say. According to the thing up top, they're both listed. But I know with regular YouTube and, use the dual, you can, but I'm really tiny, right? Because the timer is up there. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing with that. I don't know how that works. I don't know how to take the timer off. I got the timer on there. I'm not sure exactly how to take the timer off of here. Maybe one of these took me off. I'm bigger. Oh, that's different. Hey, Funky, I was just talking about you. I have no idea what I'm doing. But obviously it's up. And now I got me and the timer side by side. Oh my gosh. Uncheck the radio button. For what? The timer? I mean the timer? Yeah, the timer. The timer. Huh. Okay. Do you see the small thumbnail on the left side of the timer window? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Oh, I got it. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. And I set the thing, I was going to do it at 1, and then I got involved in a phone call, and I couldn't. And I'm like, oh no, I was supposed to be doing this thing. So I guess it's set up for both. I'm showing both of them at the top. It's a little confusing. I suppose you get used to it. I don't know Hopefully it's playing right. I know when you were doing it, I was having so much trouble. I just started pushing buttons is what I started doing. I don't know what all the buttons are for. I just started pushing them. And I do remember seeing. Oh, okay, that's probably what this is then. But I don't think it's doing anything. Well, that's good. Looks great on that end. Because I was a little concerned after seeing yours. Oh, hi, Carrie. And she's from Twitch, so I can see. And can I show these up on the thing just like the other one? Was it put up there? Oh, put up. It didn't put up the one I thought I was putting up. My problem was my computer was having a hard time playing video off my hard drive because of my own issues. So I can put that up there. Now, can you guys see Carrie? Because she's on Twitch. Are you seeing her in the comments? Or is it like a yard stream where you can't see, neither one can see the other? It costs money for Restream, and I'm not sure. When I saw that there was the fees, I didn't see any reason to change. And I'm not sure what the advantage to this one is. You don't see Carrie, so this isn't any different. You can't see because Carrie, I do it right. See, Carrie's on Twitch, and the hope was that it would show both of them in the stream. Well, I can see both, but I was hoping that everybody could see both. But I guess it's the same thing as StreamYard. I have to actually click on each one in order to okay. We can only see chat when you display it, just like StreamYard. I got it. Carrie says, I'm guessing whatever you're using is similar to StreamYard, where you can only see comments on the platform you're viewing from. So I don't see any purpose in changing. It just seems a little bit more awkward, and it costs money to get all the extra things just like I had. They have more available on the free tier, though. I will say that. You got more backgrounds and timer. There was timers and stuff like that. So there was more of that. So Restream does have a few more things available. Let me log into Restream real quick. I think there is a setting for that. Yeah, I wouldn't change unless you have to, yeah, unless you have to reduce your budget. I mean, I know a lot of times you get used to a certain thing, so you prefer it. I wasn't sure I could set it up. I was messing with it. I'm like, I'm not sure this is going to work. Okay, click on the chat tab on the right hand side and then enable chat overlay. Click on the chat tab on the right hand side. Well, that's how I got the chat up in the first place, by clicking on chat overlay. What exactly did that do? Except make me smaller. Was I supposed to bring chat over there? Oh, now it is. Going forward, this should show chat from both. You mean from both? Maybe not. Trying to get off of that. That takes a second. Now it's backwards. Now I'm reading them from the top to the bottom instead of the. Let me log into Twitch. It's just the opposite. So I'm looking at two screens. One is showing at the bottom and one is showing at the top. Oh. Test for me on Twitch. Test from me on Twitch. I mean, I can see you, but I always could. I can see both. The problem is nobody else could see the other platform. Oh, you can see both. So now everybody can see everybody. It's not one of these things like I gotta make sure everybody's over here or they don't see it. Oh, okay. With the Carrie says, yeah, with the overlay, yeah, it shows both. Oh, but to put it over here, I have to use this one. Talk about confusing. So if I click on here, I can put it on there. But I can't click on that one because that doesn't do anything. But it shows, obviously. So everybody, all right, Heather says she sees everything too. All right, so it does have some advantages. It definitely has some advantages. As long as it doesn't go all screwy, like I said, yours was going screwy, and I'm like, not so sure. But if it was your machine, then only pro- only problem, only problem if you get bombarded with bros, their crappy chats will display automatically. I'm talking about those crazy guys from the other night. Heather says interesting. And she just signed up for Restream. Because I think it's a little bit cheaper than StreamYard. Get them backwards all the time. And you get more choices of backgrounds, and so before you can ban them, your participants might see some unsavory stuff. Oh yeah, the other night nobody got to see it because they were on Twitch and everybody was on YouTube, so they never saw it. So Gibberish didn't know anything was going on, and she started talking to this one guy who's pretending to be a good guy caught up in the group of bad guys. And then I found out that I found them. He switched to YouTube, and I found out he used the same thing, and he started the same nonsense. So yeah. So hopefully that doesn't happen too many times, because that was bad. Carrie says, I laid down my kiddo for a nap. She wanted to bring a book to bed with her. It was adorable. She is so my kid. Yeah, exactly. But that's your choice. You can turn the overlay off if they show up. That's true. I can make you backgrounds and stuff, Tessa. That's part of my day job. Is it really? Oh, wow. I don't know of any. I mean, I know how to do it on StreamYard, right? And put them up and what's on there, once I got them on there. But I'm not exactly sure how to do it here. I know they were there, and I saw there were choices. You must be able to have guests, because there's a button down here that says invite guests. So I'm assuming that means that you could send out just like StreamYard, you can send out a invite. So I can read over here, but if I want to put it up on the screen, I have to go to this one over here. It takes a little getting used to, that's all. Yep, I like Restream a tiny bit more. The free tier is pretty similar. I think it's just a little bit cheaper too. I think I might be wrong. I didn't stay there and write down all the the amounts for the different tiers, but I think that it might be just a little bit cheaper, and you do get a few more, like I said, overlays and backgrounds and stuff. Yeah, I'm not very good at that, but I did my other one on StreamYard. I'm not exactly a design person. It's obvious. I mean, I haven't tried to do a put a timer on and start it and see how things go. Looks like you can turn off the camera and mute the just like the other one there at the bottom. You can even use OBS, a free desktop client that has some extra features, but it's more complicated. Yeah, I saw that. It was a little bit more than my brain power wanted to deal with. And then stream the restream, which then streams to YouTube and Twitch. Seems like too much trouble. I know a lot of the Twitchers use the OBS because they can do a lot more design stuff with it and add things to it. I don't know. Did you notice whether there was a time limit, Funky? Yeah, I know StreamYard only lets you stream 20 hours, but I don't remember. So look. I mean, I'm getting more used to it. It's limits. Wow. All right, I created a dual stream for Thursday. I just used Restream instead of OBS. Yeah, because I got Tuesday, Thursday, I think Tuesday and Thursday are set up on StreamYard like normal. Yeah, I wasn't using OBS before. Seriously? Nice. Yeah, no limits. Wow. I guess I'll have to rethink this. I mean, right now I'm paying because I want it unlimited and I want it more, options. I mean, this isn't a bad color scheme and whatnot. Much better than what I mean. It has Restream all over it, but it's not as bad as StreamYard and their little ducky. Heather says, wow. Let's see. Multi streaming to 30 plus supported platforms: Facebook, personal page, stream monitoring, no time limits on live streams, unlimited viewers, no bitrate limits, a combined chat application, and support for any video resolution. It's amazing how fast those 20 hours can get used up. Yeah, it doesn't take long, really. Wait a minute. What just happened there? Change your color. You mean the background, or you mean the color? Well, I can't get to any of that without turning off chat. Oh, is that what I do? Yeah, but I still can't get to the other app. I'd have to turn off the chat in order to. Wait a minute. You can. I'm confused. You can unclick the overlay to get rid of the top left Restream logo. I just turned off the overlay. I didn't get rid of anything. In the studio. I don't know how to get to the studio. Oh. So I changed those. There's a stupid overlay. Was that one? Okay, see, there's that. Yeah, but I can't. You have to upgrade to put a different thing up here. The only way to get rid of that and upload another overlay, of course, is to upgrade. So it's either a big restream over there and a restream over here. There's one on each side. The one is big and bright. Or this stupid summer thing. It's just kind of silly. They're video clips. Background. That won't help unless I make this. Oh, there's how you do it. Ah, got it. I didn't know what you meant by unclick. I only see. Okay. Got rid of that. There's a background. So there's a lot of choices here. Some of them are a little weird. Some of them are bright. Is that this one? Okay, is that one? Wow. I mean, there's a lot of choices. There's a lot more choices than what StreamYard gives you, for sure. You can have moving backgrounds, colorful ones. Of course, I have to get back on this chat because I'm missing the. In the studio, click the graphics tab. That's what I did. Okay, we got back there. Heather says the funky doesn't have to be your Facebook profile. Can you use your author page? Yeah, I have a Facebook author page. I never tried doing it through. I know a lot of people stream through Facebook. Funky says, remember on the right-hand side how you clicked on the chat tab? And Heather, on free, I think you can use one Facebook only. Okay, it has to be my timeline. You wouldn't really want to stream through your timeline, probably. Funky says when you hover over the overlay, you can choose to hide it. Wait a minute. When you hover over the overlay, you can choose to hide it. Hide it. The overlay. Oh, no, wrong thing. Graphics. Overlay. Hide it. Hide. What do you mean hide it? I did hide it. It's not there anymore. What do you want me to hide? Hover over the surfboard overlay and click to hide it. Didn't I hide that already? I don't see it. Or am I just behind? Maybe I'm behind. Oh, okay. There you go. Sorry, I was behind. Okay, says to Heather, I just read you do have to pay to stream the author pages. Oh. No. I wouldn't want to stream to my main page. I don't think people really care. Heather says thank you for checking that out. That's neat looking. It's sure a little. It's sure that more decorative and more interesting than what StreamYard has. Now Carrie's just scheduled her normal Tuesday stream through Restream, and I'll dual stream it. It'll be my test run. You'll be fooling around with it like I'm doing now, trying to figure out how things work. But maybe you got a little bit from watching this. Maybe you get a little bit more experience because this Funky's busy helping. Funky says on the free tier you can only stream the Facebook profile. This text was sent at 2:10 p.m. And of course the time is in military time, just to make things more interesting. Okay, yeah, you already cut out the overlay by the time you read my chat. Yeah, I already figured out the overlay. Took me a bit, but I did figure it out. Yep, you're behind. There's a delay like StreamYard. That sucks. You should get commissions. Well, I'm not getting paid, so commission of nothing is nothing. Carrie says I'm playing around with it now before going live. Yeah, I went live and was playing around with it. Oh, so you guys can't see each other unless I put the chat overlay on, right? Is that what you said? You can only see each other if I put the chat overlay on. Stomach ache for some reason. Everybody will start migrating to Restream. Then they'll start upping the prices and taking all this away so that because people will be coming, they'll be able to get away with it. I got a little better idea of what I'm doing now. So if I wanted to do the timer, and there's the timer. And I guess I would do it like this. I would fix the timer like I normally do. Maybe, maybe not. I just took the timer off. Oh, there it is. So if I hit start, I'm used to going to StreamYard. I'm with the StreamYard. I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, Barrett. Yeah, this is a trial run. We're using Restream instead of StreamYard. Nice to see you. There's also a layout with your pick at the bottom right. I think you mean this one. That one? I can only see YouTube chats over here. I thought you said you could see them both. I thought you guys said you could see everything if it was over here. Heather says I have more followers on my profile than on my author Facebook page, including my followers for my other YouTube channel of various audiences. I'll make it a point to get the paid version in the near future. Embarrassed says, cool, I'm thinking of breaking up a StreamYard. Tessa, you're behind again. Embarrassed says hi to Carrie over on Twitch. So he obviously can see. I'm confused. Yeah, I'm confused. Don't mind me. I'm always confused. Well, you certainly got a lot more to look at. The only way you could use different overlays and stuff is if I pay for it. I guess if I decided I like this better than just switching over instead of paying StreamYard, pay Restream, if I decide I like it better. I like the fact that you guys can both see each other. Now that you have the chat overlay up, we can see everybody. That's what I did wrong. I didn't put the overlay back up. Okay. I was talking about seeing on the YouTube chats when you didn't have the overlay up. Now you have the overlay up. Got it. It's nice that you have so many choices of overlays. There's a lot of choices of different things there. Definitely much more choices. keeping it busy will entice Twitch people. Yeah, they like very busy streams. I'm like, God, I can't even keep my eye on everything that's going on over there. Carrie says maybe tonight I'll do a test run stream. I was going to do paid StreamYard this month to start moving my stuff more to Twitch, but if I can do it for free, it saves me $25 a month or whatever it is. It's $25 a month if you pay it monthly for StreamYard. And I forget what this is. I didn't notice and pay attention. I think it's cheaper. And even if you stay free, you get a lot more. And there was no limit. Funky said there was no limit, so that's great. Heather's the same at Barrett. Harris is glad I'm not the only one HDP. Feels like a waste if I need the option for 10 guests. I don't know how many guests you can have. I know you can have guests because it says down there to invite guests, but I'm not sure how many you can have. Heather says, I've been having technical issues with StreamYard losing connection with my camera. I had a lot of problems with StreamYard off and on, but oh God, I did the other day. It kicked me right off the thing. That was great. It kicked me right off. Okay, it is. I thought it was cheaper. Jenna, Tessa, during the day, you must feel inspired. No, I'm crazy. I'm tired as all get out. I should be napping, but I got messed up with this restream. So standard is $16. Pro is $41. I wouldn't pay $41, but $16. The free you get more. You already get more than StreamYard with the free. And then if you pay $16, you can do your own layouts and stuff like that. Up to 6 guests, just like free StreamYard. Messages are moving way too fast for me to keep up. He says, come on. Oh, wow. It dumped on me again. This jumps too. To Barrett. There's a link for the pricing. Barrett says, thank you so much. Heather says, I should be napping too. Barrett says, you're the MVP today. Funky says to Jenna, how's work? Yeah, I was surprised when I saw your name come up on there. $16 adds Facebook pages and groups. Yeah, I got that one already. Heather says that's not that bad. Barrett. Jenna says, I'll be back. I'm working. uh, Funky says to Jenna, yeah, working. I can see. I see he believes that. What's confusing me though is one chat thing is going one way and the other chat stream is going the other way. Business is $249 a month. Holy moly! Holy moly! $249. I don't think so. Heather says, when I signed up, a pop-up happened that said 20% off. I left it up, but it disappeared. I hope I can do that later today. Yeah, I just got the free. I didn't bother signing up for. Billed at $2,990 annually. Oh my God. As I said today only, Heather says. I don't know. I don't know if I should switch over to here or. I mean, this seems to be working okay. The timer's working. Chat's there. Choices of what you can use. And I got a moving background right now. It's not just stagnant. You can change colors. And there's more choices in the free than there is definitely in StreamYard. And Funky says he does overlays and backgrounds and stuff like that in his day job. So I mean, are they the same size as what they would be for StreamYard? Oh well, if it doesn't show up later, no big deal. Just go for free for now. You get quite a bit. I mean, I wouldn't believe this is, the free version compared to what you get free on StreamYard. And it seems to be working. And the fact that you guys can see both Twitch and YouTube, which is great, so that you don't have to be constantly worried about, putting it up. Everybody can follow the conversation. And Funky says to Barrett, he didn't want 20 custom platforms? Oh, gee. Oh, my goodness. And if you pay for it, you can do recording and stuff like that, whereas you can't do that on the free version. Same as StreamYard. In order to do the stream because I was gonna, since my camera wasn't working right, I was gonna do, that's what I was doing. I was doing the StreamYard version to make videos, and the quality was terrible. So we got that. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that puts me underneath. That puts me in the corner. What does this one do? Oh, that puts the, okay. So I can be larger and still have the timer at a decent size. I'm actually kind of starting to like this. Punky says, okay, just acted like I was going to upgrade. It's $19 per month unless you select to pay for an entire year, which discounts it to $15.83. That's still cheaper because $25 right now. StreamYard's $25 per month unless you pay for a year in advance, and then it's $20 a month. So it's still cheaper, and I'm kind of, it's growing on me. I know I was kind of skeptical, but it's growing on me. Funky says, I like that side by side, Tessa. It's kind of neat because it makes you bigger, and then the timer's like right there beside you. I mean, it might be a little difficult if I was to use like a fancy timer, that they have out there. That may not work so well, but I don't usually use the fancy ones, so for me it works out okay. So right now everything's blue. I had it purple when I first started. How it puts my name over here on both. My name's on both of them. No color on my name when it's sit like that though. Yeah, I had teal earlier. Oh, there we go. Need a different background though. I don't quite like the. What's this one? Well, that goes with the teal. Branding, which you can brand when you do when you pay for it, you can brand to whatever you want. But like this, I can't do. That's not bad. The teal goes with that background. It's not as wild as the other background. uh, Hi, Megan. Yeah, this is early for me. I happen to be up early, and I was supposed to be going to go lay down, and for some reason, I decided to play around with this. And now I've been playing around with Restream. We've been fooling around here for a little while, changing things around. There's a lot more available on Restream, and it's a little bit cheaper than StreamYard. And you can do both the dual, the YouTube and the Twitch, and they can see the comments as long as the chat overlay is on. Got to remember the chat overlay has to be on. And you don't necessarily need to put chats up on the screen. Since the chat overlay is up, your choice, of course. Well, in order to put the to put the chats up on the screen like I'm doing here, you're saying, because it would, everybody can see everybody else. They don't have to do that for everyone because they'll be able to follow the chats. Funky says hi. Megan says hi to Funky. Heather says hi. So I could sit doing that and just let you guys read it in the chat because you can see everybody. That was the one thing that was such a pain to have to keep making sure you put everything up there so everybody could see it. But this way, everybody can follow the whole conversation. Right, but if you want to highlight certain shots, it's up to you. And it's good for the visually impaired, too. Well, I have to say, Funky, I think you were right on this one. I wasn't sure the other day when I was looking at it, but after trying it today, I have to admit, it's not so bad. And there's a lot of stuff you can do. Monkey says, don't make fun of my tiny eyes to Heather. I was trying to figure out, what is he talking about? Oh, gosh, she mentioned the visually impaired. I've got my glasses on. I had to put that on so I could leave a message at the doctor's office because I couldn't read the box to see what it said. Because I needed to order a prescription. It's like, I can't read this stupid thing. I wonder if I'll hear the timer. It's about to go off. Funky says, does Google let you change the color of their timer? You know what? I don't really remember seeing anything for that. I don't remember seeing a it's always been white. I don't remember seeing anything. Megan says we have another leak in our ceiling. I think it's the air conditioner. I need to pack up my books for our move. Oh gosh. Heather says a buoy to Funky. Funky. Megan McCarthy. Oh no. Yeah, no, that leak's definitely not good. Oh, yep, it does. Okay. Except it takes forever to get to it. I see loudness, and I can make it smaller or bigger, but I don't see any other options for changing colors or anything like that. What's the link to that timer you're using? You just Google timer and it shows up. Yep, that's it. It's the first one that pops up. Megan says it's a busy day for me. Packing, I assume. Yeah, it's Google brand, so I guess you'd have to use a browser plugin. Not worth it. And I don't know what would happen. I mean, if I was to use, like somebody's, a lot of people use people's timers. I couldn't do this probably because it wouldn't show up right here. Because you see how it cut it down, way down. I don't think you could use another timer on there. Oops. It'd be just like my computer to go down now. Hey, you guys are probably. Oh, I'm frozen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I froze. Wow. Embarrasses, and I'm back. You disappeared. I thought I was about to disappear again because it froze. I'm like, this whole thing's going to freeze on me. It did freeze for a few seconds there. At least on my end, it did. Because I was looking at myself just frozen. Sarah says, what have I missed? So good to see Megan. I'm thinking of you. Your mid-moves are good vibes. Jenna says, so you're on Restream right now? Going to the dark side. Yeah, first I go to Twitch and then I go to Restream. Well, and I'm really pushing it for the dark side, right? Dark side. Megan says, yes, I'm packing up my large collection of books today to Barrett. My kids informed me years ago that if I did not get rid of the books, they were not going to move me anymore because they were tired of dragging boxes and boxes of books around. So I got rid of the books because I wasn't about to move myself. Jenna says, shush, Funky. I feel like I'm running the office today. Cookies, Jenna says. Funky says, yes, ma'am, and salutes. And Barrett says to Megan, my nightmare. My flare acted up when we moved last September. I'm thinking of you. Wish I could help. I'm still waiting to hear if I'm moving or not moving. I wish they'd let me know because it's driving me crazy. I mean, I contacted Medicare and found out the doctors I could go see, but I don't want to see a doctor here and then move and have to switch doctors. So I'm kind of putting it on hold for right now. Hi, Harley. Streaming, hopping today. How are you all doing? We're testing Restream. So this is a test that seems to be working out fairly well. Funky's crossing my fingers for you. Yeah, cross everything. Pray if you pray. Send good thoughts, whatever. I need to get word for this place because it's got to be the best thing for me. And it's a nice place. Not that I want to move again, and I have to downsize even more. I don't have much here, but I have to downsize even more because it'd be just one room. But it'd be one private room, and that's what I wanted, was privacy. Because that means, like, as long as my Wi-Fi is strong enough there, I can stream still. Harley says, it looks good. I like the vibe. We've been playing with, I've been changing colors, backgrounds. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. Thank you, Barrett. Thanks for all the good vibes. Barrett says, especially for chronically ill folks. Switching, oh yeah, docs is the worst. I have a ton of doctors, and none of them will be in my area. And I don't want to start a new one and knowing that I'm moving. So I just don't know exactly where or when. Yeah, I wouldn't like being stuck not knowing, Barrett says. And that's got my anxiety really. Not knowing when they're going to, say, okay, it's happening. And then my daughter's going to go, oh my God, we got to pack all this up. And I'm going to be like, you should have thought about that. You were planning on doing this ahead of time. And she started. She came over and started, and then she stopped. She'd rather spend her summer doing other things. So instead, she's going to end up going back to work, and we're going to be trying to move me and work. And when we could have been doing this, a few days here and there, getting rid of the stuff, going through my stuff, because I'm not very good at doing it myself. She's the Wicked Witch of the West, and she'll make me. Let's see here. Harley says hello to Barrett and Funky. Barrett says I wouldn't like being stuck not knowing. I really hate it. Heather says I hate switching docs too. Funky says, be right back, snagging coffee. Barra says, it's such a headache, plus figuring out in-network, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. Right now, being on Medicare is a little bit different than being before I was on a Medicare, whatever those stupid things are called. Oh, gosh, I forgot. I'm on regular Medicare now, and I don't have to worry about in and out of network so much. As long as they take Medicare, it doesn't matter. But before, I had one of those other Medicare plans, and yeah, in network, out network. It was a pain in the butt. Harley says, I'm on the last 1,000 words of Act 1 today. How's everyone's projects going? Oh, good. Last 1,000 words. Cool. I'm busy reading outline books, trying to figure out a type of outline that might work for me. So I know a lot of people tell me that they use little bits of different ones that, kind of combine. So I'm trying to see what kind of outlines are available out there and what might work for me. So I'm not really writing except for blog posts right now. Garrett says, that's awesome. Harley, way to go. Yeah, those last 1,000 words. That's great. Garrett says, I'm turning in an R&R a week from today. So retreading this thing got the millionth. Retreading this thing the millionth time and itching to work on a new sparkly idea. Don't we all wish we could work on new sparkly ideas? I'm at the point where I need to either start a new sparkly idea or just say I'm not going to write another book and just go back to blogging. That's where I'm kind of hanging right now. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I have a bunch of things, of ideas that I could work on, but I think I need to do the outlining thing for them because I just went through quite a nightmare with trying to do a novel. I pantsed it, but it was a lot harder. Barra says, I'm ready to write a new book. I don't think this agent will offer because I don't like it with her changes. So I want to write my next project so I can be ready to query it by Q1 22. Sounds good. I don't know at what point you start querying. Is it after you write it or before you're finished? I'm not doing any of that. I'm putting mine on my blog. I'm not doing the traditional author thing. Traditional pub moves like slow. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna be putting it on my blog, so it moves as fast as my butt moves. Has to be finished and edited. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about it because I've never done any of that. Slowly reading your way through your draft 4, Funky says. Barra says, I know, I love your short stories. I hope it can coax you to join us as a ghost host for Retreat Group Live. Who are you talking to? I'm talking to Barrett. I'm trying to figure out. I see this, but I'm not sure who you're talking to. Oh, you're talking to me. You actually love my short stories? I didn't know you were reading them. Well, thank you. I'm not even sure what critique group live is. Interesting. Well, you can give me some details and we can see about it. What exactly it is you want out of me. Harley says for traditional pub, it has to be finished and polished beforehand. Monkey says to Barrett Laurie, that's a good idea. Barrett says, yep, so slow. To Harley. I almost said Charlie. And then Barrett says he was talking to me. We want you to join us as a guest host for Critique Group Live. Well, send me some info on what exactly it is you're looking for and if I'll feel comfortable. I wasn't aware you were reading my short stories, but I'm glad you like them. I have some short ones and I have some really, really long ones because I tend to write serial ones on my blog. It's a monthly critique group on my channel. We have writers come on and share their work in progress, and then we each give critiques on the piece. And this is live? uh, ah, kind of nerve-wracking. Megan says, I'm running out of clothes. I can use the stuffing for these boxes. I have to have clothes to wear. um, are welcome. Talked about it on a live I looked on a month ago. Oh, so I've had a secret reader and didn't even know it. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying them. I do a lot of prompt writing. It's open to anyone. If you're uncomfortable live, we can arrange for another host to read it for you. I mean, I was told in my group, that writing group, that when I read, I put so much into the story that there's more there than just reading. Because I was reading my memoir and they were like really getting into it. And they said that, yeah, it's really something to listen to me read. I'm like, really? Because I usually stumble on everything when I'm reading. But they said, no, you put something into the story. It's open to anyone. If you're uncomfortable live, we can reach. All right. I did that one already. So, Donkey says, yeah, I don't know if I could do that live. It is a little it is a little scary, yeah. It's meant to be a community builder to introduce channels to new audiences. They are pretty popular. But Tessa, your work I've read, you're good, especially at shorts. So you likely would have some good feedback. Wow, thank you. Gonna make me blush. Carly says, I haven't started up my channel just yet, but I'm planning on putting out content starting next year. I'm working on my branding currently. Barrett says, you're. Well, send me the info. And if I can get over my. If I can get over my shyness. Sarah says, that's my bread and butter. Happy to help in any way I can. If I can, Harley. Find me on socials if I can help in any way. Heather says, I would really like to do that to Barrett. Actually, I run a critique group locally. Come on, HDP. Barrett says. Heather says, I think it would still be nerve-wracking, though. Yeah, it is kind of scary. I did it for a small group. I will DM you for your email and add you to the group email. Yeah, on the I don't know about these, but on my regular ones, my email's at the bottom in the message underneath, description underneath. Harley says that sounds good. Legit, all are always welcome. Oh, Strawberry Bell's here. Hi, Strawberry Bell. Hello. Funky says, yeah, at least when I read my beta feedback in private, they don't see the faces I make. Mara says, I know you do, HDP. I've watched a video of yours talking about it. We'd love to have you. Harley says, all right, my business email is on my channel. It can also be found on Insta with the same name. A pic. My Instagram is Tessa Writes Full Time, if you don't know. Oh, the rating? I wasn't even paying attention. Hi, Strawberry Bell and Raiders, Carrie says. I saw Strawberry Bell come on, but I didn't pay attention. Carrie says, I'll grab it, Harley, and reach out. Strawberry Bell says, how are you doing? I hope the stream has been good so far. This is a test stream for Restream. I've never used it before. Working out pretty good so far. And everybody can see all the messages, which is great. Harley says she just followed me on Instagram yesterday. I'll have to check that because I don't know if I saw it or not. But I'll definitely keep that in mind, Barrett. Just, send me something. So it's mostly short stories you're looking for you to read it out loud and then critique it all online. That sounds. uh, Heather said done. Trying to get caught up. I know I missed a few along the way. But I'm flattered that you like my stuff and that you think I would do great in your critique group. I mean, I never thought I'd be doing live streams, and here I am doing them, so. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if you have mine. Like I said, it's Tessa Writes Full Time on Instagram. Megan says, I think I'm done packing for today. I filled 2 giant totes with books and clothing. I still have a ton more books to pack, but I'm running out of stuffing material. Oh my gosh. Heather says, oh, I never thought I'd be doing this to Tessa, which is me. Didn't think you'd ever be doing what? Harley says, awesome, I followed back. Aaron. I'm afraid to go off this page because the last time I did, it froze up on me. I can't remember if I'm following you on Instagram or not, Barrett. Streaming and YouTube channels. Oh, yeah. I never thought I'd be doing any of this. Sorry, streaming YouTube channels. Thanks, Harley. Cool. I'm stoked to connect. We're a long time Insta friends, Tessa. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I was talking to you the other day about the book, dummy. And sometimes I forget about things like that. Of course you know what it is. We were just talking on there. Sometimes I wonder about myself. Well, just send me the information and whatnot, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, Paris is going to run and say a quick hello to Glory before her show. Okay. Paris is sending everyone some love. Love back to you. Funky says bye to Barrett. Hi, Kelly. How are you doing? Megan says bye to Barrett. Actually, I'll probably join you over there. Carrie says, oh, I almost forgot about Corey's stream today. I'm going to try and catch it. I think she said there will be recipes. Oh, Edith's here. Hi, Edith Marie. Haven't seen you in a long time. Nice to see you. Kelly says, didn't know you were here. This was a surprise, and I'm trying out Restream, which is a new streaming thing for me. So, wasn't planning on being here. This kind of happened. I'm normally sleeping at this time. He says hello to Kelly. Kelly says, I am well. How are you feeling today? Got a bad foot, I'll tell you. It's driving me crazy. They're doing physical therapy. It's making it hurt worse than it did before. Ida Marie says, yeah, you usually stream about 2 a.m. my time. Yeah, this is not my normal. During the day, I'm usually sleeping. It's 3-something p.m. here right now. Norm's my nap time, basically. Funky says hi to Ida Maria. Heather says bye, Barrett. Laurie, I was wanting to go there for a bit before I have to meet the kid. Can't see what they are. Are they clapping hands? Something hands. Ada Maria says, come join us at 2 a.m. What, your time? I can only imagine what time that is. I'm liable to be on at all kinds of odd times myself. Funky says, oh, they're waving hands. Oh, got it. Waving hands. Okay. Yeah, this is like an experiment. Heather says to Barrett, I might see about doing something to my hair and face before I do a short vlog. I guess I will see if I can get back into doing the VEDA vlogs. Anna Marie says, haha, I wish to Funky side. Funky says, at least it's not a wavy middle finger. Had a point there. I'm getting more used to this anyhow, that's for sure. And I didn't expect anybody to show up. I thought I'd be playing around with it on my own. And all of a sudden, I've got a screen full of people. Uh, I know I put live productivity sprints on there, and I've done one where we spent the whole time talking and playing with the setup. I don't know if anybody wanted to do a sprint or not, or we're just busy talking. I was thinking about showing my rubber stamp collection. Heather says, Heather says, laughing at Funky. Funky says, you still doing tomorrow night, Tessa? Tomorrow night, if it's Tuesday, yes, I am. The only thing I have to decide is whether I want to switch it up and put it on Restream, because right now it's set up for StreamYard. So I have to decide before then whether I want to switch it over and put it on Restream or not, or just save it on StreamYard for now. Because it's already set up. Does this, I don't know, does this advertise anywhere like YouTube? Does YouTube put up the announcement like it does for StreamYard? Heather says I use rubber stamps in my art. I've got some rubber stamps, but I don't do anything with them. Yeah, I got stamps. I don't know what I got. I got so much junk. Harley says I'm taking my long break from my day of writing. Funky said, yep, it did put up the announcement. Oh, okay, so it does still announce it. Cool. I didn't know if it did or if it didn't. Well, I don't see too much bad that I could say that this isn't a good idea. Notifications are going up. We figured out a lot of things playing around with it. Heather says, yes, she was just wondering the same thing about the YouTube notifications. It's good to know. Yeah, because I was wondering, I know it asked me to put in a thumbnail, but I didn't know if it actually put it up or not. I didn't check to see if it was on my page or not. Because I kind of got involved in about 5 different things at once and forgot I even set this up. And it was like a half an hour into it. And I'm like, oh, darn. And I looked at it and I thought, well, it didn't do anything. I guess I have to hit, whatever it is I have. I guess I hit record. I don't know. And it started. I'm like, okay, now it started. Now what do I do? So it's definitely got a lot of good things going for it. It's a little bit cheaper than StreamYard. It's got a lot more free stuff. If you stay on the free version, you get a lot more choices. Like this is the free version. And earlier I had a bright purple, and we had some blue for a while, and now it's tealish. So it's kind of pretty neat. One funky difference from StreamYard is in order to change the title each time at the top of the screen, you need to click the YouTube and Twitch icons destinations and change the titles for each. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I guess it did just put one title on StreamYard when I set them up. If you want. Remember, did I have to put two separate titles in? I had to edit my title each time I was going to stream to say running sprints on a train or whatnot. Yeah, well, I think I always had to change it in StreamYard too. I had to put a title up there each time. It was blank. You always had to put a title up there. I'm pretty sure you have to. I don't think that's the difference. I don't think so. Seems to me I have to think up a new one each time I go on there. Pretty sure I gotta change it every time. Yeah, I've been doing this for quite a while. I'm pretty sure that I've had to put up a new title every single time. And I always wonder, what should I write this time? Yeah, well, I've had to put the title up in StreamYard, so what's the difference if I have to put it up in Restream? You have to put a title no matter what, each time. The titles were blank. Kelly says, "Funky, I think your train sprints are really cool. He's got more than just trains. They're pretty neat. I like his setup." Funky says the flow is different. The ones where you kept the ambiance going the whole time. And like I said, just embedded the timer in the screen. That was really neat. Pretty cool. It's not noticeable in Restream unless you click on the destinations in Restream. In StreamYard, it puts it in front of your face to change the title. I hadn't really paid much attention. I can't really remember what I did this morning. I was half asleep when I did it. I set this up early this morning and then forgot about it. I was getting ready to go take a nap when I said, oh, darn. I forgot I set that up. Not that I expected anybody to be here because I didn't know anybody would know about it. So I wasn't too worried about it, and I thought, nah, better see what's going on since you set it up. Yeah, you'll see when you go to do another one. Yeah. Whether I'll do it for Tuesday night or not, I don't know. Like I said, that one's already set up. It might leave it the way it is. But I am kind of liking the way this is working. Even without my own nicely, set up overlays and stuff like that. Heather says, yeah, when I set up this week's stream and restream, it had older titles or something. I could only use some titles I had used in the past. It seemed too strange. Seems so strange, huh? What the heck? Monkey says to Heather, you have to edit the destinations each time to change the titles and descriptions. Remember much from this morning, obviously. I was looking for you to see if you had one up last night, Funky. But you didn't have one. Funky says, so edit the YouTube destination title and description, and then the Twitch destination title and description. Okay, she says. Yeah, we were wondering. Jen and I were talking, and I said, I don't know. He said he was thinking about it, but it's not up there. So I was going to stream last night, but fell asleep. So we wondered what happened. I said, well, I guess he's not streaming tonight. Because I checked it a couple times to see if you were going to be a little later, but I figured, but once it got too late, I figured, no, probably not doing it. Since today is a work day, it was starting to get late. Since I'm not getting my nap today, I'll probably end up going to bed early tonight and sleeping. I have to get up at 6 in the morning for this aid. So, believe me, my all-nighters or not all-nighters if I want to be anywhere near awake. She did show this morning. I'm not exactly thrilled with the whole thing. She goes, I wasn't supposed to start last week. Like, I was told you were starting last week. Like I said, let's see. I was going to stream last night and fell asleep. Like I said, that piece was not as user friendly as StreamYard. Excuses, Jenna writes. Now she popped in there. Funky says, but everything else was. Heather says, oh well, I think I'll get some vlogging done before I go. I think I'll be too tired after my kid goes to bed. Funky says, sorry, Jen. I will stream in my dreams next time. Jen laughs. Jenna says, I'm on lunch. Now I can chat. Yeah, I guess it is lunchtime there, isn't it? Yeah, so she shows up this morning. At least she speaks English. She didn't fuss about having anything to do. She didn't give me any problems, except that she said I wasn't supposed to start last week. I said, according to what I was told, you were supposed to start last week. And when the water stops as we're putting the laundry in the thing and getting ready for me to get a shower, the water goes off. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? And then I knew she dumped too much soap in there. We go down there and there's soap bubbles coming out of the thing. I'm like, oh God, please don't come in here and see this. I'm praying that the manager doesn't walk in and see all the soap bubbles. Funky says to Heather, you actually want to subscribe to this one. Heather says, I went to make sure I was subbed to you. As Funky said, I wasn't. Darn YouTube. Funky says, the Funky Side one only has my personal stuff. Heather says, oh, okay. It's Funky Writes. I just went earlier today even and checked to see if you had one set up for tonight. I didn't see anything. This setup is kind of neat because you don't see that whole big messy background behind me. Funky says, oops, this can't post links. uh, this looks nice. Thank you, Jenna. Funky says, can't do Mondays for now, unfortunately. I wasn't sure, so I figured I'd look. Harley says, it's so funky, you're findable. There's some other things under there when you look up Funky. We had, I had a bright purple and I had a blue one, and the blue one was moving. So I had a background, the background was moving. And then we figured out how to put these side by side. So instead of one big picture, you just see me and then you see the timer right next to me, which is kind of neat. You can, and there's this one here. Oh, that one's still there. Oh, that's what it must say. I didn't realize I couldn't read it. There's this one too. And then this one. But I like this one. And the colors go with the teal. So I've had blue, green, and purple. Blue, teal, and purple. And there's a lot of backgrounds and stuff to choose from. There's even timers, countdown timers in there you can use. Oh, I missed that one. Carly says, I'll be away from my desk for a while, you all. Oops. Yeah, they're usually funky music. Yep. I think this whole thing just jumped again. I sub to you, Heather. Funky says, Jenna says, LFT, I think. Funky says, okie dokie to Harley. Funky writes, the one where you're at the bottom would be good if there are multiple people with you. Right. Speaking of working, Funky, is it a slower day for you? Funky says, like, Jenna, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Funky says, yeah, I was going to write, but that's going out the window. Heather says, thanks, so Funky. Jenna says, I have such a writer's block right now. I hate it. Heather says, now I'm at 171 subs. I've been at 207 for a while now. At least the last time I checked, it was 207. I haven't looked at it recently. Jenna says, you can have guests on this, Tessa? Yep. I totally want to do that at some point on a Saturday. Yep. I has a thing at the bottom for an invitation. I mean, I haven't tried it, but it probably works the same way as the other one. So, yeah, you're welcome anytime you want. Just let me know. Funky says, Jenna, Dad? Right ad. Funky writes, Heather Dather. Heather Dewey Pettit. 171 is the best one. Me. Shanna says, I'm just blank. Heather says, laughing out loud. Funky writes, I would might come on camera for Tessa. Would you really? You're invited. You're all invited. Anybody that wants to just has to ask. I'd be more than willing. You can come on camera with me. You could actually come on camera with your avatar and just use your voice. You wouldn't even have to show your face if you didn't want to. But you would have to talk. It'd be a little strange with you sitting there. I need money, so hopefully it kicks in soon. Genesis, what an honor, Tessa. Funky writes right through the wall. Jenna says, I'll unravel if this goes on for too long. Funky says, I just need to find a good time when there's not a bunch of activity in the house. Oh, no activity in my house. That's one good thing. I don't have to worry about that. I've seen some streams where there's so much background noise, it isn't funny. People's kids running around and making noise, and I'm like, oh my God, I wouldn't be doing this with all that noise going on. Jenna says, amen, Funky. Jenna says, it's noisy at my house. School started, too. Yeah, you guys all start early. Our New Jersey doesn't start to the first week in September, after Labor Day. First Monday after Labor Day. First Monday after Labor Day? Something like that. You know what that means, Tessa? Spoiled girl time. Funky writes, let's maybe try to schedule one where all three of us could do it. We can do that too. We can do that. I mean, obviously this is just the same way as the other. If we use this, we could still do the same thing. It probably generates a link, and you just send the link to wherever you want the link to go to, and then when you click on it, it brings you right into the studio. Jenna said that would be so fun. He says, give me where you're stuck, Jenna. I will fix it for you right now. Jenna says, I prefer Saturdays. He says, right on the spot. He writes, watch. Heather says, that's why it's sometimes hard for me to stream when my kid is home. Too much noise, but not all the time. Jenna writes, I can't write for myself for clients right now. That will change, though. Funky says, Saturdays would be hard. I'm usually off with the family. Well, you guys will have to figure that one out. Because I can't help you there. I mean, we can try a different day or whatever if it works better. Jenna says, well, I could try on a weekday, but I have a demanding team. Funky says to Jenna, you know what you need to break through this wall, right? With coffee? Oh, God, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. Heather says, yeah, Saturdays are family days here. Jenna says, yep, that too. Funky writes spare. Well, you guys figure out, see what we can do. I probably got the least amount of problems because I'm pretty much on my own. I don't have family to deal with. I don't have animals to deal with, and all that stuff. Funky says I will see what I can do about a Saturday. Jenna says, I guess. Jenna says, I guess I'm still dealing with family stuff. Brother is here this weekend, and I've asked him to go through some things. He lives out of state. Mm. Jenna says, on Saturday, we don't have to get up in the morning. I'll be looking forward to my weekends because I don't have to get up for the aid. During the week, I have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm not a morning person. Not much of an afternoon person either. In fact, I'm halfway still awake at this point. uh, Heather says, speaking of animals, that reminds me I have to make an appointment for my dog. And then Jenna says, and we might run late like last time. What was it, 7 hours, Tessa? Something like that. Funky writes, hee hee, dog appointments. Funky writes, oh dear God. That's back when I was doing very, very long strings. I told her she didn't have to stay there the whole time if she didn't want to, but she stayed the whole time. He says I would fall asleep on stream. You know how many times I've fallen asleep on stream? Not just my own, but on other people's. I've fallen asleep on Charlie's quite a few times. Like, you all right? I'm kind of tired. Jenna says I was exhausted, Funky, but it was fun. Funky says that can be my new ambience, me sleeping with some bedtime music playing. And what would bedtime music be like? What do you consider bedtime music? I asked for some muscle relaxers this time with my pain meds to see if that helps some of this pain. Something you'd hear in a spa, maybe. I like music. I mean, like water running sounds and stuff like that. Maybe kind of what you're thinking of. Oh, well, I think I'll get some things done before I have to meet my kids. See you guys later. Bye, Heather. Thanks for coming. Jenna says, I feel asleep to a show. I fell asleep to a show about online stalkers last night. Bad idea. Oh gosh. Funky says, till next time, HDP. Jenna says, I had the weirdest dreams. Funky says, oh no. Jenna says, bye, Heather. Jenna says, I have a love of true crime that backfires on me a lot. Yeah, sometimes falling asleep on that kind of stuff can be a problem. Oh no. And Jenna, bye, everyone. Heather says. And Jenna laughs. Jenna says, I may have one soon after a recent client. Cross your fingers for me. One what? Yeah, so as I was thinking, what are you going to have? Whipped coffee? Or a nightmare? If I could get myself to stay awake after the aide leaves, I could do these like, after she leaves at 11 and then take a nap. Because I'm already up if she's here, of course. She's not coming Wednesday. She already informed me that she had a doctor appointment and she would not be here. I'm like, you're supposed to be here 5 days a week. I have a doctor appointment. I will not be here. And if he says I have one every week, I will not be here. I'm like, oh, here we go. Gonna have more crap. Funky says, don't hurt your health, Tessa. My health is hurt already. The physical therapy on my ankle is, well, it's supposed to be physical therapy on my foot, but my ankle is killing me. So whatever they're doing is putting too much pressure on the ankle, and it's making my ankle hurt. Bad enough I got a hurt foot. Now the ankle hurts from whatever they're doing. Because they seem to be like ankle exercises more than, I don't know what you do for a foot, but they're like ankle exercises, and they're making my ankle hurt, not really helping. Heather says, by the way, Tessa, make Funky writes a moderator so that he can put his channel in the chat, please. I'll come back for it later. Okay, I'm off. Let me see if I can do that. I can't do it on here. So I guess I have to go to the YouTube. Yeah, these are all bad things. I don't want to do that. So, how do I get that off of here? So I need to go to, I think I have to do it on the, hopefully you won't lose me. Last time I got stuck. If you can still hear me, I'm trying to get YouTube to come up. Everything's really slow. I got a million tabs open. Oh, weird. It's not my template, but I guess because but I put a template up. Hmm. I don't know if you can still hear me or not. This thing is taking forever. But when I went to the screen on my YouTube, it had the stream up. It didn't have the template. I mean, it didn't have the thumbnail. So I wonder what I did wrong. Must have done something wrong. Come on. Come on. All right. I added you as a moderator, supposedly. Now, if I can get back. Oh, come on. Can you guys hear me? Jeez. I'm stuck. Oh, okay. I guess it worked. Still. Am I moving? All right, here we go. It worked. You can only have the thumbnail when you schedule for later or afterwards within YouTube. Ah, shoot. I'm so sorry. I have to get back there and you're welcome, Heather. I'm currently frozen here. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Hopefully. Well, okay. I had to shut down. I'm afraid to do anything else. I'm afraid I'll get stuck out there again. Your son has to work. When does your son have to work? Did I miss something here? Uh, I use Canva. Canva's the only thing I can find my way around in. I know how to use Canva. One what? What are we talking about? I might try to do some pop-ups in the afternoons this week. Ooh, I'll be at work. All right, so the moderate worked all right, obviously. What did I miss? Oh, when I saw, I'm sure it's fine. She's just upset. I thought you were talking about me. You're talking about the person that you're you're writing for. Jenna has Thursday off, so I might need YouTube therapy. Frankly, I'm surprised the free version of Canva had decent images you needed for each of your ambiances. Well, that's cool. He says my son is getting close to getting comfortable with driving downtown, so hopefully I'll be back to nights relatively soon. Oh, that's right. Maybe I did do this. Did I do this? I could have sworn I put a thumbnail on there, though. There's no thumbnail on there. I set this up earlier today. Jenna says mine might never drive. I tried that with my dad, and he took me out, put me in the car, and said, "You're going to learn how to drive." Drove me to the motor vehicle and get out and go get your license. I mean, I'm glad he did it, but I really didn't want to drive at all. I have a, oh yeah, the subscription for Canva. Me too. So many things you can do on there. Things I won't have if I have to, cut down on expenses, obviously. Girl's driven and did fine, but there's no efforts to get her permit yet. Bunky says he's driving to school now. Thank God. My son wasn't super interested either. I thought for sure of all the kids, the son would be the most interested. My girls were the ones that wanted to drive. My son, nah. He didn't fight me or anything, but he wasn't super thrilled about getting it. And it cost me an arm and a leg to insure him. Jen asked how to heat up lunch. I was referring to a stalker and made someone mad. These are some of the ones I missed when I was stuck in YouTube land. It's closed now, so can't go back. and see the stream. We still hear you. You have to go to YouTube. Yeah, to go to YouTube to make him a moderator. Okay. Another reason I don't want her to drive. She's got a best friend that takes her everywhere now. Yeah, but she may not have a best friend who takes her everywhere forever. Being without a license would have been a real problem. So, I really was mad at my father for doing that. But in the long run, I was glad he did do that because I really needed a license. It was really hard these days, unless you live in a big city and like public transportation, you need to drive. Problem I had with my son driving to school was he wasn't able to get a permit for the school parking lot, and parking around there was not allowed around the school, and he got a ticket. And it really made me mad because I, as the registered owner of the car, got the ticket. I didn't park that car there. And I told him, I says, I'm really mad, and now I got to pay a ticket because he didn't have money. And the ticket had to be paid. And I said, don't you ever, ever, ever leave the car anywhere where you're not allowed to park. So the next time he got a ticket, he got it in his own name because he was with the car. This time he parked it and left it. But the first time. The second time he was with the car and the cop gave him a ticket. But I said, it's still my car. I said, start watching what you're doing. Quit parking where you're not supposed to. Bucky says my son didn't want to, but we forced him a bunch over the summer. Yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't want to, but my kids, my daughters couldn't wait. And then I get my son who's like, I figured for sure would want to drive. No, he has no desire. I feel the big city part. That's why I'm moving further into Chicago next year. Harley says. Jenna says, give him confidence, Funky. Oh. Funky says he's a homebody. I feel that too. I'm a homebody. Well, my air's working pretty good. I'm kind of chilly. It's 80 degrees out there. Heather says, I wrote my email. I'm still listening. We might let my son try driving around our apartment complex's parking lots. It would be a long process for him. I'm not sure he will ever really drive, though. It's strange. So many kids like that. Janice says going back to school is like starting over for her. My son, I mean, he drives now, drives a lot. Man, he's always driving. But when he first turned 7, well, he was 16, and the person I was living with paid for driving school, so he was able to get his permit early. He just wasn't interested, really. Genesis, mind driven, and empty cemetery. She did so good, but it's different on the actual roads with other cars driving at you. We had one of the schools around here set up a parallel parking practice area. It's supposed to be for their school, and we used to sneak over there and practice parallel parking if nobody was using it. Luckily, nobody ever came out and said, "Do you go to this school?" Well, he says to Jenna, exactly. And highways and larger roads can be scary. I'm terrified of them. I hate driving. Even now, I still hate driving. And highways and large roads, busy roads. Oh, God. I hate it. Well, if I move, I won't be having a car anyhow, so I won't be driving anywhere. My days of driving will be over. It should be over now. I should be driving. Well, I can imagine. They scare me sometimes. I refuse to drive in San Fran or Los Angeles. Oh man, I don't even want to think about that. I can't believe we've been on 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm waiting for the doctor's office to call me back, but it's going to be closed soon, so it's probably not happening today. It means I'll have to try calling again tomorrow. I mean, my next appointment for my next medication. Whoa, my screen just flashed at me. Wonder what that meant. Oh, it's probably gonna crash. Seems like one of your streams is having connection issues. Stand by, we are trying to restore the connection. Something's going screwy. You just got an error message. What was I saying? Oh, it seems to me when I look at StreamYard, it's all white. This is all navy blue. I didn't notice that earlier, but I guess it was. Just talking the entire time. Yep. And playing around, working around with the settings. Yeah. Don't forget the more tabs and programs you're running, the more bogged down your computer will get. And then, Heather says, I meant that he is autistic special needs and actually has a kind of low IQ. He's not that coordinated as well, so that's going to affect whether or not he can drive. That was my issue. Honky says, also stupid. Microsoft was trying to upload all of my work documents to my work server. I'm afraid if I do anything that I'll end up knocking myself off like that. I don't know if you can still see me now or not. Google Chrome's not responding. Oh, if I suddenly disappear, it's because I had to reboot. Maybe I won't have to reboot. Heather asked me, was I talking about autism? That there are so many getting diagnosed. I didn't say anything about autism. The only person I saw say autism was you. Donkey says, I wouldn't worry about it now. It's something to keep in mind for later. I know there's more and more people being diagnosed all the time as having autism, even adults. So, but I wasn't talking about it. I was trying to shut down a couple tabs and it was hanging up on me. It's kind of like when so many women were getting diagnosed with breast cancer in the early 2000s. Better diagnosing standards equals more diagnosis in general. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know much about autism. I know a lot of kids in my grandkids' classes, were diagnosed with autism and played sports and stuff. So, um, yeah, there was. All right, Heather. Thanks for stopping by. If you ever want a guest host, just ask. It's fine with me. I think we have a troll in here. Well, I can't get to it because maybe can I get to it? Maybe I can. Oh, probably shouldn't have done that. I was going to try to get that troll, but I can't get to it. Twitch seems to have an awful lot of trolls. It's where the issues started before. Wait a minute, I think I can do that on here. Oh, Jenna has to go to work. Bye, Jenna. I just blocked that one. I'm getting a lot of them from Twitch, though. I notice that's makes me wonder if I really want to stay with Twitch or not. Uh-oh. It says Funky Rights was blocked. Did I block the wrong person? And you still are, because this says I blocked you. Can you write something funky? Maybe you blocked you. According to this, Funky Rights was blocked. I don't know what happened. So you come on after that and say something. If you're still here, Funky, say hi or something so I know that you're not blocked. Because if you're blocked, I'm going to have to figure out how to unblock you. So it blocked your Funky Rights? I gotta figure out how to unblock it now. It went in and blocked that person with that stupid thing. And then all of a sudden it comes up and says Funky Rights was blocked. I don't understand what happened. I don't think I can get into with the way everything is right now. I'm not sure it'll even let me. Right here in Restream, on the right hand side, is 3 dots, and one of them is block user. So it should have been the guy that put that stupid thing in there. Yet if I click on, I can't click on Funky Rights and unblock it. Yeah, I was in Restream when I did it. Because that's there. It doesn't give me a chance to unblock it. It just says block user on YouTube. Put user in timeout or add to block this Restream chat. And reply. Now I can get back. How did you do that? It wouldn't let me do it. I wonder how. That's weird. You could unblock you, but you must have blocked you because I didn't block you and I had no way of unblocking you. And there was a whole bunch of things that were blocked. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. How did I block you? I wasn't blocking you. I blocked that other person. For one thing. And it should have given me the option to unblock. If I went back on you, I should have been able to unblock it. So how did you get on there to unblock it? It wouldn't let me unblock you. That's weird. I didn't have the option to unblock you. I should have the option to unblock you. That was pretty. It was pretty weird. I guess it was an accidental click because I certainly didn't do it. And then all of a sudden it said you were blocked. I'm like, what? How'd that happen? And then when I tried to unblock it, it wouldn't let me. Talk about weird things happening. Yeah, I was trying to get back to YouTube and I couldn't. It had the same options. It would not give me the option to unblock. I don't understand. Very strange. Very, very strange. Maybe when you do it on Restream, it sends a command to YouTube. Then you can't take it back. Maybe. I don't know. Because it said you were blocked on YouTube. You weren't blocked on Restream. You were blocked on YouTube. That was weird. Definitely weird. Yeah, because I was trying to block that troll that was on there. I said, oh, look, it's got the 3 dots. I can block them from here. And then the next thing I know, you are blocked. Oh, man. Yeah, obviously Restream doesn't let you unblock at all. You accidentally clicked me, and my name is in the YouTube chat. You would send the command to YouTube. But I don't understand why I couldn't undo. You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't I undo on Restream what I did? I should have been able to undo it. When I clicked on you again, I should be able to unclick it. I don't know what happened to the other guy. There's a whole bunch of stuff went on all at once, and so I don't know if the other guy got blocked or not. You need to be very careful with that. I don't block people very often. Now you see why. It was pretty weird though that only you could unblock you. I couldn't unblock you. Maybe they don't. I mean, and I couldn't get into YouTube at the time because everything's so slow right now. So I couldn't even get into YouTube. I was going to try. And when I tried to do it the regular way by clicking on the three dots, I got the same thing. I couldn't do it. So I was going to try to, I know there's a way you, somewhere in settings, you can block people. So I was going to go see if you were on that list and take you off there, but I couldn't get there either. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's one thing to be very careful of. If you're going to block somebody, make sure you definitely got the right person. Yeah, at least you know you can unblock yourself now. That's the funniest part, is that you can unblock yourself. The right idea is still here on Twitch. Was that somebody that was here earlier? Oh. Oh, that's okay. Well, I can still use the at thing. That came up. They said hi in the middle of our blocking escapade. Oh, I don't know. The right idea. I'm not even sure who they are. How come that came up? Why is it still coming up? I only did it once. Oh, great. This thing's going bananas. Must not be. Looks like it's just me. Oh, dear. Yeah, 3 people's watching. Funky Rice, Funky Psy, Twitch, Funky Psy. And if you were still Funky Psy from YouTube, you'd be there too. Oh, the Twitch stream shows 3, but oh. Well, I'm 1 too. So that means we have 1 more person. I thought they said that Glory Writes the Blues was going to be on. I don't see her on over here. No, it's only two people now. It's only two people now. Yeah, they're definitely not synced. They're all synced differently. Oh, I'm not following her. Yes, I am. Hmm. I guess they're done. Or she didn't start. This is faster over there on Twitch. Really? That much of it? I know there was a difference because it says it. I was reading somewhere and it said that the sync time between the two wasn't the same, but I didn't realize it was that different. Holy cow. I went looking for, they said they were all going to Glory Writes a Blues stream. Well, I don't see her, I don't see she has a stream going on, so maybe they got the wrong day or something, or maybe she didn't start one yet. Which is faster? I mean, they're all different, I guess. They don't have more than that. Imagine having Facebook running through here too. uh, yeah, maybe YouTube. That would be something YouTube would do. But remember, the streaming's coming through StreamYard, so I don't know if it necessarily has to do with YouTube or StreamYard. Oh, that's right. We don't have StreamYard right now. We're doing Restream. That was that was a brainy remark. Yeah. See, like I have no way of knowing because I have nothing to compare it to. You guys know when you do it, but then it takes so long for me to respond because I don't get it. Much better. Conversation is nearly in real time. Exactly. Hmm. Another reason everybody's running to Twitch, right? Yeah. Well, I never did get my nap. I'm still tired. All right. I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for coming along this afternoon and helping me along. Tomorrow might still be on. It depends on whether I feel like changing everything over to restream for tomorrow night or not. It might still be in StreamYard. All right. Good night. Well, it's almost night. It's 5 o'clock. Bye bye.